and like any athlete, and I'm not putting myself in the athlete category, but like any athlete, you learn to take care of yourself better. But that also includes your mind, your mindset, and you mentioned that as well. And I think that early on in life, you're chasing numbers, these ghosts of how many patient visits, what was your top line or bottom line revenue. And later on in life, you begin to realize that it's really more about impact. And you also mentioned that word. And, I think that too often we are taught this idea of you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And in reality, impression is not made in your first encounter. Oftentimes you might have encountered somebody multiple times before that impression is made. So one, I think impression is far overrated. We give way too much emphasis on impression. I think especially when we're teaching business and chiropractic students business and rapport. But I think and more important than first impression is first impact. And when we talk about the impact that you're able to make in someone's life, that's the translation that goes beyond that encounter. And I just think that, for me, I'm very happy, not only in that after my first year in practice where I super struggled, in my year 2, I actually wrote the law that regulates chiropractic in the country of Costa Rica still to this day. I am working on a project. I have one more law that I want to write because I think that, and it's in the Philippines, and I think that that is an impactful act. I haven't been to Costa Rica in years, but the impact of that law that allows chiropractors who might be watching right now and say, I'd like to go to Costa Rica. It's a beautiful country. I'd like to practice there. Well, the opportunity to do that is afforded by the impact that was made during that time. And it wasn't easy. I mean, I was a kid. I was 26 years old. What do you know about writing a law in a foreign country? And I barely spoke Spanish, remember? But we got it done. And that for me was the impact. That for me, honestly, is far more important. It's a far greater accomplishment than any numbers of patients that I might have seen. Leaving a legacy that allows this profession to be practiced for, hopefully eternity. I mean, I guess it could be overturned, is the impact that I am proud to have left in Costa Rica. And again, I'd like to do that. I don't know of anybody that has authored 2 laws in 2 different countries in the world. And so that is a very big goal of mine to see that get done.